guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're still out here for the first drive of this vehicle right here. What is it? This is a 2025 redesigned Toyota 4Runner, and this is an all-new trim for the 4Runner known as the Trailhunter. But before we get into this maximize overlanding 4Runner, let's talk about what's going on here. So a lot has changed when it comes to these SUVs. It's not just about going off-road. There's going off-road in different ways. You still have your TRD Pro, and that's going to be the baddest of the bad in the lineup to do that supreme rock crawling. This can do the rock crawling, but it also is meant to be perfect for overlanding. How you see it is exactly how you get it, with all of the goodies that you need, because overlanding has really grown over the past 10 years. Now, of course, in this segment, there are other competitors, but is this the best one to buy? And should you go all in and get a Trailhunter? Let's go ahead, let's dive into ours and see if we can find out. Right off the bat, the color is called Everest, and it is specific to the Trailhunter. You can't get this color on any of the other 4Runners, including the TRD Pro. This would be my color of choice for the Trailhunter. You get oversized fender flares, larger than the regular 4Runner, and I like the way they're flat black. You do have your LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, and turn signals, and our Trailhunter badge. And then as we work our way down, that beautiful Everest color, we have Rigid Industries, a very well-known company when it comes to lighting. You have your driving lights. These could actually be changed. If you don't want the yellow, you could also do bright white LED, all by the press of a button. But like I said, on this Trailhunter, you're gonna hear a lot of names that are specific to the best in the off-road industry. A little bit of flat black, like the silver finish. They sculpted it differently to give you more ground clearance. We have over 10 inches of ground clearance, metal skid plates, and Steven's gonna zoom in. Metal skid plates right by our recovery tow hooks. It's gonna help protect the belly of this beast, even all the way back to the fuel tank. And like I said, for an approach angle, they really made a nice angle on it. Now, as we come across the Heritage Toyota badge, all spelled out in this flat gray finish, we do have a forward-facing camera. My zonk is there's no washer. Why is there no washer on that camera? Especially when it gets dirty like we have it now. Working our way down, more LED lighting in the center, and then we have full functionality up top, and then, like I said, all that great ground clearance. But to have the face of this new 4Runner look so good, I think it really checks off a lot of boxes. Now, as we rise up, you're getting the same hood as any other 4Runner, and that's okay. But then we're gonna go around the bend here and we're gonna see what we're working with specifically on the Trailhunter. So Trailhunter is gonna get these off-road wheels, nice bronze finish, wrapped in these 33-inch Toyo Open Country all-terrain tires. So we have 33-inch tire with a 18-inch wheel, 265 on the width, 70 series sidewall. Steven's gonna zoom in and show you the Old Man Emu suspension. We got that forged aluminum Trailhunter upper control arm right here, looking fantastic. But like I said, Old Man Emu, that is gonna give you that great suspension travel and great durability known in the industry. But let me know what you think about the Everest with the bronze. It really makes my heart pitter-patter. Now, as we rise up, Trailhunter comes with one engine, the top engine, the iForce Max. We do have that snorkel so that you could go into the water, and instead of sucking in H2O into the engine, which is a big no-no, you could keep sucking in the O2, the oxygen. Flat black on the mirror caps, 360-degree cameras. You'll notice our Trailhunter badge. I actually had Steven get me a bucket of mud and throw it onto the door to make it get all dirty like that. You are gonna get your rock sliders and that frame protection. This does come standard on the Trailhunter. Plus, what's even better, besides flat black on the door handles, you're getting our ARB, another company that brings the best powder-coated cargo carrier up there, you could put just about anything up top and go overlanding, including Aunt Edna. Love that nice muscular rear door area as it comes in. Steven's gonna sling on, just show you the Old Man Emu ARB suspension, the rear shock absorbers there. And then coming around wide, how do we finish it off? You do have a nice roof spoiler. Wiper is hidden. You could drop the rear glass. Love the way everything is flat black, no gloss black. That stuff's gonna get scratched to hell. Love the Trailhunter badge. They came out with that first on the Mighty Tundra. And then as we work our way down the ground level, the 4Runner name, the iForce Max, which means we have that hybrid setup. You got your spare mounted underneath, all your tow hookup. I just wish it came with a catback exhaust, just to let that engine have a little bit of a gurgle to it. But this Trailhunter is gonna be able to go just about anywhere and make these rocks just disappear. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering. All right guys, we got the hood popped. Underneath the hood, pretty cool to see the Trailhunter specific air box. There is a special air filter in here as well, and this is all for the snorkel setup. Underneath the hood, what do we got going on? That's that iForce Max new power plant that's getting a lot of attention, a lot of controversy. It's a 2.4 liter turbocharged inline 4 paired with that electric motor, 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This comes standard, obviously, 4-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in about 7.3 seconds. Top speed around 112 miles per hour. MPGs though, check this out. 23 in the city, 24 on the highway. The vehicle weighs 5,500 pounds. And you have the rest of the goodies, the skid plates, the suspension, the additional lighting, all of that comes Trailhunter specific. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire it up and see this 4Runner take off. All right, guys, we're inside this 2025 Everest. That's the name of the color, Everest 4Runner Trailhunter trim. I know you're saying, well, Joe, lay it on me. I know Toyota's been holding back on pricing because it's probably going to be pretty steep. Well, guess what? You are not wrong. So why don't you take a seat so that you don't fall down when I tell you the MSRP. MSRP for this, $66,900. Quite a bit of money, but did they knock it out of the park? Let's see. To the door panels. I love that two-tone going on. The nice soft-tex material up top. Then you're going to have that greenish gray finish with the nice gold stitching. That's Trailhunter specific. The Trailhunter badge. And then you have that taco holder. Get easily 4 street tacos in there. Down below, a little bit of more gray finish. And then you could get 3 bottles of Topo Chico. And we have the JBL premium sound system. Now going from the door panel to the dash, here's where you're going to put your off-road Twinkies. You got your Toyota Heritage badge. I love the way this material almost looks like it's made out of stone. It's plastic, but it's got a nice finish to it. The two tones looking great with the stitching. Slide on in, you got your 14-inch infotainment system. This is the top screen. Standard screen is going to be an 8-inch. You can go into all your different, you've seen all this stuff already, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it in reverse. There's our camera angles. Every which angle, look, you could add extra lines. Isn't that a nice touch? Look at that. Really personalized things. Look at this. You can even have all of your pitch, roll, all that off-road information while you got the cameras up. That to me shows they did their homework with this vehicle. Working our way down, we got our dual climate control, toggle switches, wireless charging, a place for 2 paydays, 12 volt, 2 USB-Cs, and then this guy right here is going to control your 8-speed automatic transmission. You got your easy just slide to go from 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, 4-wheel drive system. Rotary control is for the modes. You got crawl control and MTS. Lock the rear diff, disengage the front stabilizer bar, and then you have your 2 cup holders. Really soft material here with the stitching. Open it up, that's where you're gonna be able to keep your jar. And what you're gonna do is in that jar, you're gonna keep all the tears of the previous gen, the 5th gen 4Runner owners when they see your Trailhunter, because they're gonna be a little jelly. Seats, soft as jelly. I love the soft-tex material, the piping, the stitching, nice gray finish. Power seats for the passenger, power seats for the driver. And remember, these seats are heated and ventilated. The one thing that kind of makes me sad is there's no sunroof at all. So, and I'm sure that's because this is the overlanding spec, but the great news is you do get a digital rearview mirror. So if you see Bigfoot behind you, you could either get out and take a picture or put this thing in drive and haul butt away. Get a picture. I want to finally see the guy. But why don't you come over here? I want to see you and show you behind the wheel of this Trailhunter trim. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have 2 memory seat settings. Trailhunter comes with these all-weather floor mats. That's worth 5 extra horsepower. And as you can see, I've been putting them to the test. We got our full electric assist. The seats are so phenomenal, way better than previous generations of the 4Runner. I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of room. Steering wheel, love all the material. Nice stitching. I wish they would put the Heritage badge here, or maybe Trailhunter. But flat black on the switchgear. You do have electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel, auxiliary buttons for all sorts of additions you want to put on this thing. And then of course, you have that 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. You could go into your different modes, sport, normal, and eco, which is really nice. We're gonna leave it in sport for the takeoff portion of this review. No head-up display, so just something to realize in the Trailhunter trim. But we're gonna get into that back seat and see what you could put back there or who you wanna put back there in this special 4Runner. All right, guys, back seat time. I love the way the two-tone continues. Another thing that I think is smart is look where they put the cup holder / bottle holder. Very nicely done, having it nice and high like that. Soft touch all the way around. You could easily put a couple maps back here, especially if you're on the search for One-Eye Willie's treasure. You know, you got Chunk, you got Sloth, and you're ready to find the buried treasure. That's where you have the maps. Little command center. We do have our home power source, 2 USB-Cs, and our rear AC vents. I'm 6 feet tall. I feel great back here. You do have a little bit of a recline. The seats don't slide, so just something to remember. And then you have a very soft center armrest with 2 cup holders. But why don't we go ahead, let's get into that cargo area, and I could show you all the camping crap you could put back there in this 4Runner. All right, guys, cargo area time. Of course, in the Trailhunter, you're gonna have an electric lift back area. You're gonna be greeted to about 42 cubic feet of space. One of my problems with this is that it's just a little high. But the good news is you do have storage. You could put a couple fish that you catch, and then you could fillet them, and hopefully you have a grill where you could eat it raw and make yourself some sushi. Back here, because Trailhunters don't come with a 3rd row, they still give you these compartments. And this would be great, like if you have a dog, this could be his area or her area. Keep some, you know, dog food, some bones, all that kind of stuff. On the right-hand side, here's where things get good. You actually have an onboard air compressor, which you can air up and air down. Plus, you also have a home power source. So they got you covered to do the deal off-road wise. And then of course those seats are gonna fold down 60-40 split. It's gonna give you about 80 cubic feet of space, if you could believe that. But nice electric assist on that. It's that time. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get that snorkel fired up for this iForce Max and go for a spin. All right, guys, we are behind the wheel of this Trailhunter trim. I have it in sport mode, and right now we're gonna start too high. Don't worry, we are gonna do some off-roading and use the 4-wheel drive system, but right away, I personally love the Trailhunter trim. I know at $66,900 it isn't cheap, but it does have a lot of great equipment. If you price out the suspension, the cargo carrier, all those things, it adds up very, very quickly. Plus you have crawl control, the electronic disconnecting sway bars. And if you've ever wondered, well, Joe, what does that do for you, having a disconnecting sway bar? It actually allows more wheel travel and better off-roading capability. A lot of Jeep Wranglers have had that for years. But we're gonna go ahead and have it in sport mode, 2-wheel drive. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Not bad, even with the 33-inch tires, you still got plenty of pep, instant torque from that electric assist from the hybrid power. And what I like too is that with the snorkel, you get more turbo sounds because of where the air is getting sucked in by that snorkel, by the A-pillar. I know some people were saying that they thought it was annoying. I like the sounds. Give me more sounds, please. But even for being the overlanding trim, look at how it handles. Really, really well done. Very balanced. And what I like about it is that it just comes complete. This is what turnkey is. It's like you buy it, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Sound deadening is actually not too shabby considering that we have a rack up on the roof and that's creating some wind noise. But I love hearing the turbo. I love all those sounds. There is some sound, like I said on another review, that it is being pumped in through the JBL sound system, sort of like what they do on the Tacoma or the Tundra or the Sequoia. But I think it's pleasant. It helps with the overall experience. It's nothing intrusive, and it matches what you're doing behind the wheel, especially on throttle. But just really love how composed this 4Runner is, and just how it makes you feel when you're behind the wheel. That's the best part. Little decreasing radius turn there. But the brakes feel good, suspension well-tuned, and even the tires. I mean, now remember, these are off-road tires, so you're gonna get a little bit more road noise from them, but it's nothing too extreme, which is good. But let's go ahead and go on throttle on some smooth road. You ready? On throttle, here we go. 8-speed drops down and we're off to the races. Of course, at the end of the day, you can't argue with the better MPGs that you're getting from behind the wheel of this new 4Runner compared to the previous generation. And the instant torque, I think you're really gonna appreciate. But going down the highway, it's smooth, the seats are comfy, everything's feeling really good. And I like that about this 4Runner. It's very versatile because a lot of times you gotta drive on the asphalt jungle to get to the off-road areas. Getting to the 14-inch infotainment system screen is real easy. Got all your controls, very well laid out, and you got the creature comforts, especially heated and ventilated seats. So I found a little bit of this off-road trail area, and what's nice is that this is where you're gonna be able to really see the overlanding capabilities. Now, this does have crawl control, like I said, and all those other goodies, but it's not really meant as a rock crawler. I would probably recommend going TRD Pro. But how this thing really handles the bumps and everything in between is really nice. None of the craziness is getting into the cabin, which is wonderful. And you just feel confident because you're in control. And that's how it should be, right? I mean, that's common sense, but you know, in today's world, common sense is not very common. But as you can see, going here, look at this. It just does a great job over any kind of terrain. But I'm glad that I was able to bring this to you. We're gonna get back to where it all started and wrap it up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, another great day out here in sandy San Diego. There's a lot of sand out here. San Diego with the all-new 4Runner, especially this Trailhunter trim. Got to thank the whole Toyota team getting us access to this vehicle. Let me know what you think. Are you gonna go all in and just get yourself the Trailhunter? Or are you gonna go with a TRD Pro or maybe one of the other trims? Let me know in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rides family. Gotta thank Steven. He's keeping us cool out here in the San Diego sun. Thank you for all you do, Steven. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.